Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Now today is the 29th of December. We're moving towards the end of the year here. So in honor of that, and since I'm probably not going to be around for like New Year's Eve, so I'm not going to be able to put this out on New Year's Eve, I'm going to do this tier list here in very YouTuber style of all of my, 19 videos I made in 2020. Now there's a few that were removed from this because I privated them or I didn't think that they were videos that fit very well. So these are all the ones that I think are good to rate for the year. So yeah, we will just get into it. The categories are God, banger, decent, meh, and stinky. So I put all of these videos in order from when they were released. So this first one up here is released like first, and then this last one, as you can see, the one of the YouTube plaque that I just did recently is the last one. So yeah, we're just gonna go in order of when they were released. So this first one is trick shots with my dog. Now this one did not get very many views. I think it was only around like 30 something, which is, I mean, even for me, that's pretty low. So in that regard, it's stinky. Like that's bad for me. But even my last two recent videos only got like 40 something. So it's not like that bad views wise, I guess. It was a lot of work. This video was a lot of work. I did the trick shots in this video for like hours. Like it was literally so long I was doing it. So, and like the shots were like pretty good. Like the camera angles weren't fantastic every time, but like the shots were really good. It was a lot of work. My dog was in it. But then some of it was a little cringe at times. So for this video, especially it was my first like real video of the year, I'm not going to put it stinky. I'm not. I think that it deserves at least a meh just because of the amount of work that I did on it. This next video is me reviewing my first week of classes. When this video came out, it actually received very good feedback from my friends and stuff. They thought it was very funny. The main issue with it was I kind of like trashed on some of the teachers that I had at the time. So it was like, I don't know, it wasn't my finest moment, but it was very funny and the commentary on it was great. And there was some interactions with Tyler, who was my roommate at the time. It didn't bang views wise, and it was pretty simple. I just kind of sat on the couch. There wasn't much editing. So I'm going to put it as a decent. I think decent is fair for that video. Oh man, this next one is me and Tyler, and we did a parody where we pretended to be ghost hunters. And one thing that we watched on YouTube a lot at the time was these amateur ghost hunting YouTubers who would go to these houses, and they would do these like interviews where they would just interview each other like midway through while they were investigating and stuff. So it was like really like goofy and like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but we just basically did a really, really, really crappy version of it in our dorm. And I just said whack shit, and it was like just, it was so whack. I thought it was really funny. It's like one that I laugh at every time I watch it. I don't know that a lot of people understood the humor of it, which was like the main issue with the video. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in decent because the editing and stuff was okay. There was a lot of after like post-production stuff I had to do on this one, and I don't know, there were some funny parts. So I'm gonna go with decent on it. So for this next one, it's me and Tyler, and we are doing a quiz on how well we know each other. This one got great reception from people. This one I think had over 100 views, like off the bat. So that's really good for me. Just getting 100 views is like getting more views than subscriber number that I have is like what I shoot for, just because I think that shows that like people are either watching the videos more than once or different people who aren't subscribed to the channel are watching it, which is like good to have that you're getting traffic from people who aren't, there. That was a horrible description. But anyway, this video, there were some really funny parts. This is me and Tyler just at our peak, like just being idiots, saying dumb things, quizzing each other on facts that we definitely don't even need to know about each other. But this one banged. So we're gonna put this in banger. It's not a god tier video, but I'm gonna go banger for sure on that one. This video with Grant here, we did a in real life board game. Now this was a lot of work to prepare. Like seriously, so much work. Oh my god, like literally so much work. We had all these pieces of paper and we ran them throughout the house. We had to come up with a bunch of different creative pieces and everything. It was so much. So just based on work, I think it deserves a meh, but I'm gonna put it in stinky. It has nothing to do with Grant. Like Grant was great in the video, like he did a great job. But the main issue with it was it completely relied on whether or not you got like the right board pieces. And since some of us didn't, like we didn't get the right board pieces every time, like the creative ones, like it didn't make for like a super interesting video. That was the main problem. We got some of them, and there were some times where like I think I had to post something embarrassing on my Snapchat story or something like that, just like goofy stuff like that, but like it was not perfectly designed and it was kind of thrown together in the editing. Like it was such a long filming session and the editing was just so much that I kind of gave up. I just slapped like a music behind it and just did not even care. So I think when it comes to that, that's like the main reason why I'm gonna put it in stinky. That's probably what I would say might be my worst video of the year, but it wasn't horrible. It's just definitely not my best work. So it's gonna go in stinky, but if we had a little bit of better execution, it would have been in meh. So this video is where I basically just shit on online school and make fun of Canvas conferences and Zoom calls and all kinds of stuff like that. I mean, this one was really personal to me just because I was going through it at the time. But I mean, once again, this was just me sitting in front of the camera talking video, kind of like this one, but I don't know. I feel like these tier list videos are just like you're not doing enough work on them. But this one I definitely did not. I could have done more, and I could have been more enthusiastic and everything. So this one could have been a banger, but I'm gonna put it in decent. This next video is me and Braden doing a penalty kick challenge where we had to shoot on 4 or 3 different size nets. I can't remember, but and we just did a cumulative score, and whoever scored the most penalty kicks won. From a standpoint of quick accumulation of views, this one did well. But the audio was really bad because it was a windy day and I didn't have a wind guard at the time for my microphone. So the main problem ended up being that you couldn't hear our voices. Had you been able to hear our voices, I think it would have been a banger, but once again, I'm gonna go decent on that one. This next video is my trashing trending on the Fat TV crew, and they did a thing where they basically just had all different kinds of superheroes like fight each other, and it was very funny. And this is by far my most viewed video on YouTube. In the beginning, it was stuck on right around like 60 views for like months, and then out of nowhere, it just burst up and got like a ton of views. Now it's on 4.4 thousand, I think, which is very, very good for me considering I only have 85 subscribers. So that being said, there's only one place for this video to go. Gotta be God tier, right guys? This next video is a video where this one took a lot of technical skill from me to be able to record a Zoom call on top of this Scribble screen. But we played Scribblio. It was me and a couple of my friends from school. And this one was so funny. We did all custom words, and some of the drawings were super inappropriate, but it didn't matter. Editing on these is always so fun, just because chopping them up and everything and like making them quick and jumpy and everything is the most fun part. I think that this is definitely one of my better videos, and I know my friends loved making it. So that being said, it's got to be a banger. This next one is how well do my brother and my mom know me? This one, I would say it's almost as good as the one with me and Tyler. It's not quite as funny just because obviously with my mom and my brother, but there are some good parts in this. And this was originally an idea that we were supposed to do for my brother's channel, but then he didn't want to do it for his, so I just took the idea and did it on mine, considering I'd already done one before. I'm gonna put it in banger. Just because it did decently well for my channel, and I enjoy making videos with my family. This video was my birthday special. It was me reviewing a Reddit page in which they talked about poor Christmas gifts that were given to them. Or not Christmas, birthday gifts. What am I saying? And yeah, I think that the editing on this and the idea was very good, and I think that I just wasn't as enthusiastic as maybe I should have been for it. So I think that the problem was also I was relying on other people's content. I'm gonna put it in meh, just because I think it definitely could have been way better if I had done more for it, but I did not. This video here is me and my mom doing a video reviewing Trump memes for Memorial Day. This one was pretty meh most of the time. There was one very good part, as you can see in the thumbnail, where there was a Photoshop Donald Trump picture on a Joe Exotic picture. So that being said, like I said, it was meh most of the time. It wasn't a horrible video. It wasn't stinky, but we're gonna go there in meh. This one is the Possible Boys podcast first episode. We ended up making a different YouTube channel for this, but I uploaded this to my channel just to get eyes on it. It banged. Great views. It didn't necessarily transition over to the other YouTube channel as well as I wanted it to, but for it being on my channel, a lot of people watched it. And it's a long video, it's like 42 minutes. So, and the content was very good, and it was in a time where stuff needed to be talked about. So I'm gonna go banger for this one. Oh, all right. This TikTok video is one that anytime anybody asks me about my YouTube channel, I want them to watch this TikTok video where I talk about why I hate it. I make a lot of good points in here. I still hate TikTok. It's gotta be God, 100%. This video is the second part of rambling about stuff in my life. I do this every now and then just as kind of a personal update where I make a video and you guys just get to hear about what's going on in my life, and I talk about some more personal stuff. I would say that I think this is a decent video. Not great, but it's decent. Same thing kind of goes for this next one where I talk about why live college is needed. I think that it definitely has a lot of good points to bring up and good ideas. I think that it was mostly off the cuff, which is kind of my style, but I would say that I brought up some good points in this. So I'm gonna put it in also at decent. Got a lot of decent videos, but I feel like that's where it would be. Most of them would fall under your average points there. This Logan Paul Mayweather video is one of the videos I am most proud of. I think that the editing was good. I think that everything was timed perfectly. I think that the humor was great. I think that this video did not get enough credit. I actually did receive a few text messages after I put this out about how people thought it was very good. So that being said, I'm going to put this where I think it belongs, and I'm going to put it in God, because as time goes on with my YouTube channel, that's going to be one that I'm going to want people to watch because it's very relevant. It's going to be a big thing later on, and my points on it at the time it was made are going to be relevant down the line as well. This Scribblio video is also hilarious, but it was slept on. Not enough people saw it. I basically just trolled people on the internet playing in random Scribblio games, and I was getting purposely kicked from games and whatnot, and it was very funny. I think it's on the same level as the last Scribble video I did, so I'm going to put it in banger. And this last one is where I bought my brother the custom 100K plaque. It's not really a 100K plaque. Sorry if you got clickbait to buy that. Not enough eyes on it, unfortunately, but I think just overall it's a decent video by my standards. that being said, guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. If you agreed with my tier list, be sure to leave that in the comment section below. If you disagreed, let me know what you would have changed and where you would have moved certain videos. And this tier list is actually live on the tier list website. So if you search up Devin Nunemaker's 2020 YouTube, something along those lines, this should come up. So if you want to do this for yourself and do your own tier list of my videos, feel free. And if you want to send them to me, you can save it or take a picture of it and just send me a Snapchat. My Snapchat can be in the description, so can my Instagram. And I will also put the link to this tier list in the Instagram if you would like to do it. That being said, guys, I will see you next time, and actually next year probably. But yeah, peace out.